Greetings, NASCAR enjoyers, and welcome back to Hot Atlanta. First up is the Truck Series race. The 2026 Fr8 Racing 208 begins with Garcia being pushed to the lead, and the Canadian boy Kyle Busch also pushes Ben Rhodes. Rhodes and Garcia battle for the lead. Thanks to a push from the Canadian boy, Rhodes takes the lead. Eckes comes down to pit road as he is having issues with his truck. And he's in the garage. Rhodes and Majeski are leading 1-2. Butcher fell back to 18th. Phew. A close call to avoid disaster. Kyle Busch is right behind the two 4-sport trucks. Don't let that tailgater get past you guys. The two 4-sport trucks continue to lead. Corey Heim has jumped up to 4th. The two 4-sport trucks get caught up in lap traffic and Tanner Gray loses control, but no caution is thrown. Kyle Busch is in second, and Kyle Busch took the lead. Dang it! Never mind, he lost the lead as Heim got past him. Heim is now in the lead, and he battles the tailgater Kyle Busch himself for the lead. And just like that, Corey Heim wins the first stage of the 2026 Fr8 Racing 208. Ben Rhodes tried to get past him, but he couldn't. Anyways, our first race off pit road begins, and Ben Rhodes is the first to come out. The second stage begins with Ben Rhodes being pushed to the lead. Perez is trying to take the lead for Rhodes, but couldn't manage to do it. Perez fell back, and Friesen is now in second. Holy crapper! Chandler Smith has jumped up to third. Honeycutt hits the wall, and he now has a flat tire. Even with 12 to go on the first stage, Rhodes continues to lead, but they better watch out for the Spire trucks. Oh no! Ben Rhodes ran out of gas. Stuart Friesen snatches away the stage win for the 2026 Fr8 Racing 208. But anyways, pit road is open yet again, and the next race off pit road begins. Friesen wins the race off pit road. With 50 to go, the third and final stage begins with Garcia jumping to the lead. Friesen gains enough momentum to get to the lead, but Garcia will not give up the lead that easily as he takes the lead away from him. Ah, crap. Busch took the lead. Come on, Garcia. Get past those tailgaters. Dawson Sutton wrecks out and causes yet another caution. Chris Wright also wrecked out Kyle Busch. Dang it, Mr. Wright, you just couldn't help yourself. You had to wreck out my favorite truck driver aside from the colleague boys. Yeah, seriously, Chris Wright, you have to seriously stop wrecking out other drivers or stop get yourself involved in cautions. I know race drivers aren't exactly perfect, but this has got to be the billionth incident that Chris Wright has caused. And I also decided to film this race review up in my room instead of the basement because I wanted to change things up. Butcher had to go to the pits to get his truck repaired, and neither drivers are lucky enough to continue as both of their trucks are too damaged to continue racing. And it certainly sucks for Kyle Busch. Yeah, it's a pretty sad moment for Canadians, man. Especially the hockey game. So yeah, it's a sad moment for Kyle Busch as I'm always rooting for him. The race restarts with Busch and Friesen battling for the lead. Busch takes the lead after Friesen backs off. Friesen eventually gains enough momentum to try to get to the front. Ruggiero falls back, and Nemechek takes over as Friesen's pusher. Stenhouse pushes Friesen to the lead. Friesen falls back, and Rhodes retakes the lead. And then all of a sudden, Busch takes the lead! Stenhouse gets a push from Rhodes, and it's the final lap due to an adverse conditions rule. And yeah, a lot of people didn't like this, but it is what it is. And Kyle Busch wins another freaking truck race. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Good lord, it was getting exciting until Bushy took the win, so it gets a 7 out of 10 for that reason alone. So yeah, the 2026 Fr8 Racing 208 looked to be an exciting race until it was ruined by a tailgater win, and that's what they call bushwhackers in the truck series. Tailgaters. and nobody likes to see a tailgater end up in victory lane and take away any chances of the Truck Series regulars getting the win. Let's hope that Austin Hill doesn't take another win, but anyways, it's time to sign off. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, you know what to do. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just in case I haven't already done so. Catch you guys next time, and peace out. Greetings, NASCAR enjoyers, and the last part of this whole Winter Atlanta weekend has been disappointing as Kyle Busch took the win. And yeah, I'm still bitter about it, by the way. Hopefully this race will redeem itself. Well, as long as Austin Hill doesn't take the win. Yeah, I really don't like seeing Austin Hill win a race. Yeah, you can probably tell because of my Daytona race review that I'm not a fan of Austin Hill. The 2026 Bennett Logistics and Transportation Atlanta begins with Sam Mayer and Carson Quapple battling for the lead. Both get pushed really hard, and even with his best push, Mayer holds on to the lead. And the caution just came as a few drivers wrecked out early. Already? Neither Sieg Bros are safe, and Ryan Sieg himself got mad when he went inside the ambulance. So yeah, he went full Trip Murphy here. Like, when he had to go to the ambulance, he was really mad, and I don't blame him. Yeah, it's only just the beginning, and stuff like this already happens. Corey Day would be the one to cause the caution itself. But anyways, the race restarts with Sam Mayer and Taylor Gray battling for the lead. Contact ensues when the two go at it. Well, when the two continue to go at it. Hill is currently in 8th, and Chastain is also trying to jump ahead. Ah, crap. Hill just jumped up to 4th while Creed took the lead. Please don't let him get past you guys. Yeah, Austin Hill, that's what I'm talking about. Carruth is now in the lead, and Jesse Love took the lead. Yeah, it's another guy who I do not want to see win a race, and I'm still bitter about him taking Connor Zilich's championship away from him. Yeah. Never mind, Carruth got the lead back, I swear. Jesse Love and Austin Hill are like Jesse and James from Pokemon. Ironic considering that Jesse shares the same first name with the iconic lady from that series. Holy crapper! Parker Reslov got pushed to 2nd. Austin Hill got loose. Phew, I am glad he's not in the front. And just like that, Jesse Love takes the stage win in Atlanta. I do not want to see another RCR driver take another Speedway win. Well, at least someone that's not Austin Hill or Jesse freaking Love. Can someone please get past the championship stealer? Taylor Gray gets penalized for a safety violation on pit road. Not again. Anyways, the second stage begins with Sheldon Creed and Jesse Love battling for the lead. Jesse Love gets pushed to the lead. Carson Quapple is now in 2nd. Meanwhile, Reslov starts moving up through the field. Austin Hill is also running in 8th, but at least he's not in the front. Thank fudge. Yeah, I'm usually bitter about some drivers not being in the front, but if it's Austin Hill, I'm glad he's not in the front. Jesse Love just fell back and Creed is back in the lead. Allgaier is trying his best to take the lead from Creed, and then all of a sudden, Roger Carruth appears out of nowhere and takes the lead away from both of them. Holy crapper, this just got intense. Ruggiero hits the wall and had to go to pit road to avoid a caution. Carson Quapple also just appeared and he attempts to take the lead from Carruth. Creed is trying his best to retake the lead. Carruth hangs on to the lead. The other HendrickCars.com car driven by Corey Day is in 3rd. Meanwhile, Jesse Love fell back to 9th. It's a Junior Motorsports 1-2-3 as Carruth won the 2nd stage of the 2026 Bennett Logistics and Transportation 250 at Atlanta. Wow, that's a mouthful. Well, Allgaier took 2nd and Quapple took 3rd. But anyways, the second race off pit road begins and William Sawalich wins the race off pit road. Also, we see why Taylor Gray got that penalty, and it's because one guy nearly got run over by him. Yikes! Yeah, like, be careful, man. Also, I'm filming this portion on my iPad because my main camera's battery just died again. I forgot to charge it. Sorry. Thankfully, he's fine. The third and final stage begins with Swalwich and Quapple bound for the lead. Quapple gets the lead as Allgaier pushed him. Now, that's teamwork. Quapple and Allgaier are leading 1-2. Ah crap, Austin Hill is in third and a huge wreck just occurred which causes another caution. Day, alongside a few other drivers, blew their tires and nearly every one of the junior motorsports drivers got taken out. The race restarts with Hill and Swalwich battling for the lead. Hill gets pushed to the lead. Oh no, Jesse Love is in second. Oh crap, not again. Clements gets into the wall, but no caution is thrown. Creed got second back from Jesse, and the delayed caution just came out. It was also caused by Cody Ware. Why is he even in the race car to be in the first place? Anyways, the race restarts with Austin Hill continuing to lead. Holy crapper! Sanchez tried to jump up. Jesse Love got past his teammate Austin Hill, and then Creed got past Hill when the two made contact. Chastain got the lead after getting a push. Now, this is why I like to do Atlanta, because it creates some awesome racing. Yeah, some of you saying that old Atlanta has better racing have never seen moments like these. This is exciting, man. It's popcorn-worthy entertainment right here. Yeah, just get that popcorn and chug away. And now all of a sudden, a huge wreck causes another caution. Sammy Smith got taken out because of a blown tire. Both Carruth and Day had to go down to pit road to get their tires changed and their cars fixed. The race restarts with Chastain and Hill battling for the lead. Roger Carruth gets loose, and then Josh Williams loses control and causes another caution. And the race gets red flagged just for that. Yeah, just because Josh Williams went into the wall. Unfreaking believable. The race gets back to yellow and it restarts with Chastain being pushed to the lead. With 4 to go, anyone can win. Chastain continues to lead while Sanchez has jumped up to second. Finally, Hill gets taken out, and just like that, Creed finally gets his long-awaited first win. Yeah! Not even Hill could block Chastain. Yeah, seriously. Ross Chastain is an unblockable driver. If you try to block him, you know you're going to get it. Because Chastain will still try to find a way through you and around you. Not even Hill could block Chastain, but to be fair, it was karma for what happened last year with him and Eric Almirola. Now that's what you call a revenge arc, as Sheldon Creed got his first win. It gets a well-deserving 9 out of 10. It was an emotional win for not only Sheldon Creed, but also anyone watching it. And do you know how long it took for Sheldon Creed to finally get his first win? Take a guess. Okay, take a guess. 9 years. He first started racing the Xfinity Series in 2017, and had never once gotten a win until now. His first time full-time racing in 2022, never got a win. Even JGR, never got a win. But then all of a sudden, the stars align and he finally gets his win. I know it wasn't intentional, but Ross Chastain just sacrificed a win to let Sheldon Creed finally take his first victory, and that is a noble act of heroism. And also, LA Productions noticed it, and he made a video about it. So yeah, Sheldon Creed finally got his first win. Yeah. It was time. It was about time. He finally got his first win. Not nearly as long as Michael Waltrip, but still. 9 years is a really long wait for anyone to get their first win. But anyways, it's time to sign off. If you like this video, you know what to do. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just in case that already does so. Catch you guys next time, and peace out. Greetings, NASCAR enjoyers, and welcome to the main event at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Yeah, I'm not calling it EchoPark Speedway, even though it's currently known as EchoPark Speedway. The 2026 AutoTrader 400 at Atlanta begins with Tyler Reddick being pushed to the lead while having to deal with who else? Joey Logano. Practice and qualifying also got cancelled as both sessions got rained out, so Reddick is on pole. Ah crap, Logano took the lead, but he loses it to Reddick. I'm honestly surprised that Joey Logano doesn't have the AutoTrader livery for this race. Anyways, Logano and Reddick continue to go at it for the lead. Brad Keselowski is also seen trying to move up. He's currently running in second. He also got past Reddick for a brief moment. Carson Hocevar gets loose and falls back. He also blew a tire, but no caution is thrown. Because of that, he had to go to the pits. Brad K is back in the lead, and then Reddick gets the lead back after Brad K backs off. Logano takes the lead and Barry is on his tail. Reddick doesn't want to give up the lead that easily as he'll try to take it back at any cost. Elliott is also in the mix. Elliott is currently in the lead and Larson is in second. Holy crapper! Larson got to the lead, and this is why I like the newer version of Atlanta more than the older version, because it can produce some excellent S-tier racing. And he lost to Cindric. And just like that, Cindric wins the first stage of the 2026 AutoTrader 400 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Wait, where did he come from? Anyways, pit road is now open and several drivers come down to pit road. The race begins. Kyle Larson wins the race off pit road, no big surprise. Chase Elliott might have an issue with one of his wheels. Dang it! Anyways, the race restarts with Larson jumping to the lead. Byron tries to take it from him. Bubba Wallace takes the lead after Larson fell back. Byron is now in second and behind Wallace. Zilich has moved up to 8th. So far, not much is going on. The caution just came out. Gibbs' car caught fire and there was a wreck that happened while Fox cuts to commercial. Dang it, Fox, seriously, like, why do you always have to cut to commercial during a freaking caution? What if I want to see it? Several drivers come down to pit road. Anyways, the race restarts with Larson and Reddick battling for the lead. Larson got the lead and Chastain is in third. Kyle Busch had a costly pit road mistake and he fell all the way back. And another caution just came out. Seriously, take a guess on who got involved. Yep, it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Riley Herbst. Oh, anyway, they also caused another pileup. Let's hope that doesn't bring out the red flag. Also, Austin Dillon spun out. Anyways, several drivers come down to pit road to do their fuel-only pit stops. The race restarts with the two 2311 drivers battling for the lead. Wallace gets a huge push from Larson, but he doesn't gain enough momentum to pull away from the 2311 drivers. Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention Todd Gilliland has a tire issue. Dang it! Wallace takes the lead. Kyle Busch got into the wall and another caution just came out. Anyways, pit road is now open and we get our next set of pit stops. The race restarts with Reddick jumping to the lead and getting pushed to the lead. Larson takes the lead, but Wallace isn't falling back. Holy crapper, Chastain just jumped up to second. Chastain fell back and Wallace is now in second. Chastain failed to clear Larson, but Briscoe would be the one to do it. Chastain got into the wall, but thankfully he's still in the race. Larson and Byron zoom past both Wallace and Briscoe and are now in first and second. Larson and SVG both get involved, and Byron wins the second stage of the 2026 AutoTrader 400. Both drivers lost control after Larson failed to block SVG, and because of that, Larson's day is done. WTF, mofo, there was no need for that crap on the second stage. And it had to be those two drivers that got involved. Yeah, and the one that really hurts the most? SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen. He was doing so good on an oval. And then had to get involved with Kyle Larson. Both drivers didn't deserve it, by the way. There's no need for that crap on the end of the second stage. Hold up. Bubba Wallace is actually the stage winner. The caution just came out before the stage already ended. But anyways, the next race off pit road begins and Blaney wins the race off pit road. The third and final stage begins with Blaney and Smith battling for the lead. It's a battle of the pushers. Hamlin is now trying to take the lead. Wait, what? Zane Smith and Ryan Blaney both fell back. Briscoe just took the lead, but Hamlin is not slowing down. Thankfully, SVG is still in the race. Holy crapper, Bubba Wallace starts zooming by, and another caution just came out as SVG went around the same place again. Dang it! Anyway, several drivers come down to pit road and Denny Hamlin wins the race off pit road. Bubba Wallace also had to stop while trying to exit. Yeah, I'm glad he did that. He avoided disaster. Anyways, the race restarts with Hamlin being pushed to the lead. Reddick gets the lead back and the two engage in a battle for the lead. And you say that old Atlanta has better racing. Well, this proves you wrong, man. Reddick gets the lead back and the two engage in a battle for the lead. Cindric is also seen trying to push Blaney to the lead. Eventually, Blaney gets pushed to the lead, but falls behind his pusher Cindric. Chastain is in third. Oh no! A huge wreck occurs and several drivers, including Hamlin and Reddick, got involved. This brings out the next caution. Yep, we got the big one. All because Hamlin went into the wall. Dang it! Even worse is the fact that Zillage had to get involved and is out of the race. No! Not another one! It really hurts for a Connor Zillage fan like me, doesn't it? The race restarts with Cindric leading, but Chastain almost got pushed to the lead by Elias. But Cindric kept the lead until Bell got close. Logano gets turned in, yep, you guessed it, causes another caution. Oh, anyway, Carson Hocevar takes out another driver. The race restarts with Cindric and Bell battling for the lead. Bell just took the lead, and then all of a sudden, Bubba Wallace gets the lead back. With 11 to go, Chastain is moving up for the field. Suarez is also in the mix. Keep in mind, Suarez and Chastain are no longer teammates. Cindric falls back, and we avoided another caution. Phew. Hocevar got into second. Wait, what? Byron gets into the wall after he got loose, and another caution came out. William Byron caused a chain reaction of wrecks, all because of that flat tire. Yeah, it was one single flat tire that caused it. Even Austin Dillon is out of the race now. That's the second big one in a row. The race gets into overtime, aka the green-white checkered phase. The only Penske driver that has survived is Ryan Blaney. And the race gets red flagged, but this time it's a sensible red flag as it was a huge wreck. Yeah, it definitely deserves a red flag. We also get an interview with Michael Jordan himself during the red flag period. Here we go. The race gets back to yellow and a few drivers go down to pit road. The race restarts with Bell and Wallace battling for the lead. And Hocevar takes out Bell. Because of that, another caution had to be thrown. Anyways, we get into the second green-white checkered phase, aka overtime. And it restarts again with Wallace jumping to the lead. It's the final lap, and the two Toyota drivers try to defend their positions. And just like that, Reddick gets 2 wins in a row! Oh my god, that is an accomplishment. Tyler Reddick just won 2 races in a single row. Hopefully, he'll keep the hat trick going in COTA, but COTA is a road course, and I don't think Reddick's that good on road courses, to be honest. While it's normal to see Hendrick or JGR get 2 in a row, it's rare to see 2311 do it. And he won without a fender, though that's another accomplishment. He won with having a lot of damage to his car. Yeah, Tyler Reddick should be commended for his efforts on trying to take the car to victory lane by missing a fender. Lionel diecast makers should definitely be creative with the race win diecast. For that reason alone, it gets a 9 out of 10. Tyler Reddick has once again proven himself to be an excellent driver. MJ is also happy for his win. That's Michael Jordan, by the way. And ever since the lawsuit, 2311 has really stepped up their game. They won the lawsuit, and they keep winning races. Hopefully they'll be able to keep it up at COTA. But that is if Shane Van Gisbergen doesn't win that race, or Connor Zillage, because they will most likely win COTA, because they are the 2 drivers that are best at road course racing. But anyways, it's time to sign off. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, then you know what to do. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just in case I haven't already done so. Catch you guys next time, and peace out.